God, I really hope this fixes my computer.
If you watched the vlog the other day, you probably remember a video about CUDA and how CUDA solved my computer problem. Well, it didn't. It didn't. A few days after I had CUDA installed, I ran into the problems again, so even though CUDA helped me export videos a little bit faster, it didn't actually fix my random freezing, crashing thing. But I read that updating my BIOS could potentially fix it. I was running a F4, and now I'm running on F11, so I updated my BIOS. So maybe that'll fix it? I don't know, and I'm not willing to wait a day and say, oh, it's fixed, because it could take a few days for the problem to come back. But I updated successfully, so that's something. I'm back in the OS after a weird crash, and then I was like, oh wait, the boot order is wrong for some reason, but now we're good. Today, also, hi everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, isn't that cool? Maybe? You don't want to talk about it? Okay, well, that's fine. Me and Mal did something that I've actually never done, ever done. You recall some time ago, we were still living in Colombia when we did this. We did an Amazon haul. Okay, well, we did that again, but only with movies. So this is like an Amazon movie haul. We don't buy movies. We don't watch a whole lot of movies. Anyone who watches the vlog will know that we actually don't watch a whole lot of movies. When we get the chance to actually watch one, it's pretty rare. But we actually picked up some movies. Interestingly enough, these are all movies that we've seen before. I think it was just one of those situations where, well, what happened was I was on Amazon and I stumbled across the Blu-ray section and was looking at it and realized that movies are really cheap, some of them. It's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys have like taken a look at some of the Blu-rays on Amazon. Some of them are like $7. Some of them are like $35. And I'm like, why? Why? Like Liar Liar. Like the Jim Carrey Liar Liar movie, I think was like $31. I'm like, but why? Why? You know, why is this other movie $8 and this movie's $31? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, we picked up a few movies that I had seen in the past, really, really liked and wanted to own, partially to watch them in HD, partially to own them, because I don't like a whole lot of movies. I mean, I like watching movies occasionally, but there's not that many movies where I was like, man, I really like this movie. You know, I would call this a favorite movie. But we got a few movies that I would actually legit call my favorite. We got 5 movies. It's a lot. It's a lot for us. And each one of these movies is less than $10 on Amazon. So if you want to buy it yourself, you can find it on Amazon for less than $10, which I think is pretty friggin' sweet. Okay, so first movie that we got, Amelie. This is one of Mal's favorite. Mal, is this your favorite movie? Yeah. She says yes. This is actually Mal's favorite movie. We own it on DVD, but not on Blu-ray. And Mal has never seen it in HD. I've never seen it in HD, and I think we're actually going to watch this tomorrow for Valentine's Day. It's a French romantic comedy. I remember when I saw it, I really enjoyed it. It's from 2001, so it's over a decade old. Time flies. 2001 was over a decade ago. I won't do that. But Amelie was a really great movie, and I'm excited to see it again. Next up, Mafia. Now this actually came with 2 movies. I've never seen The Crew, but I'm assuming it will be similar to Mafia. I loved Mafia. It's not a very well-known title, but it is so freaking funny. If you're into like the Naked Gun movies or Airplane, where it's just like really stupid humor, you will love Mafia. This one was I think it was $7 or $7.50 on Amazon, and it has 2 movies. So, I mean, Mafia is at least worth that. So, if nothing else, next up, Donnie Darko, and this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy 10th anniversary edition, and this was once again less than $10. Every single thing we got was less than $10. I really like Donnie Darko. There's a lot of people that think it's overrated. I really enjoyed it. It's a movie that when you watch it, you know, at the very end of the movie, you're like, oh man, all that stuff I saw. And then if you watch the movie a second time, you get to watch it knowing what's going on. It's a really cool movie. Some people don't like it because they think it's overrated. I actually really, really enjoy it. If you've never seen it, I would highly recommend it. All these movies qualify as my favorite movies, so I like Donnie Darko. Next up, kind of a weird one, Moon. I saw Moon for the first time. You guys might have seen the vlog about it. Whenever we were in Wisconsin this past summer, we rented Moon and watched it, and it really stuck with me. I really, really enjoyed it. It was one of those things that you kind of see the ending coming for, for a while, but then it kind of, changes and twists. And even if you know what's coming, it's still really well done. It's, I don't know, just a really good movie, and I wanted to own it. And, since all these movies were under $10, I was like, okay, I think we're going to get Moon, because I think I liked it enough to own the movie. And I think I want my parents to see it, because I really enjoyed it. The last movie we got, and this movie, since we've seen this movie, because we saw it for the first time this summer, since we saw this movie has stuck with me more than anything else. It is literally burned into my memory. And randomly, sometimes, I will see parts of the movie playing in my head. And that's how powerful this movie was. Requiem for a Dream. This movie, man, it's rough. I remember when it ended, me and Mal sat in silence for like 10 minutes just because it is a really rough movie. I wouldn't say it's for kids. In fact, when we rented it, I think we rented the R-rated version, but this is the unrated version. When it came out in theaters, I think it had a very limited release because it was unrated. Darren Aronofsky didn't want it to be cut to make it R-rated. So I think they had a very limited release in theaters because of that. So I don't know, maybe this has a few extra minutes or something, but I don't know. But the movie was incredibly powerful. Like, it was not only the plot and the characters that brought this to life. Friggin' Sarah Goldfarb, oh my god. But the cinematography and the effects and stuff that they use, the way they shot it, it's just incredible movie, incredible film. And like I said, it's really stuck with me, and I wanted to own this. And one of the beauties of owning these movies is, we've seen these movies countless times, and we probably won't watch them much more. Some of them we haven't seen in HD. In fact, the only one we have seen in HD is Donnie Darko, so we're probably going to rewatch all of them. But part of the reason for owning them is so we can share them with people. So someone can be like, I haven't seen that, and we can let them borrow it. And I think that's really cool, because, if I say, oh, this movie's really great, and I want someone else to experience it, I could be like, borrow this. And as long as they have a Blu-ray player, which I think more and more people are adopting. I think most people have some way to play Blu-rays now. Maybe not most, but some people. But they can borrow it. And I think that's really cool. And I think that's one of the reasons I want to own these movies, as, these are my favorite movies. And if you haven't seen them, then I can let you borrow them. And that's really cool. Anyway, why don't you talk about movies? Talk about your favorite movies if you want. If you've done an Amazon video haul recently, you could talk about that. Or maybe movies that never get old to you, that you can watch over and over again. I've never really had a movie like that. In my childhood, I watched the second Ace Ventura movie like countless times, but even now that I'm older, there's not movies I can just rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. So I've never really had a film like that, but maybe some of you do. Talk about movies, and that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I think Mal said that she's going to make me breakfast in the morning, which is pretty sweet. Me and my dad are going to catch the matinee for Die Hard 5. Whatever it's called, something Die Hard, because they're all called that. And then me and Mal are going to have a nice dinner and watch Amelie. So 2 movies and good food tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?